transformation. Can you see it? It's a new kind of horizon. Your brightest moment is right now. North Dakota State University. See how far your horizons will go.
How about now? There we are. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good afternoon. On behalf of the students of North Dakota State University, thank you for joining us today for an important moment in the life of our university. My name is Kaylee Quam.
And my name is Sarah Cruzy.
And as the student representatives on the Presidential Search Committee, we're honored to serve as your MCs for today's program. Earlier this afternoon, the State Board of Higher Education announced the selection of NDSU's 16th president. Today's event is an opportunity for our campus and community to formally welcome our next leader and mark the beginning of a new chapter at NDSU. Our program will begin with remarks from Kevin Black, Chair of the State Board of Higher Education and Co-Chair of the Presidential Search Committee. Please join me in welcoming Kevin Black.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Kaylee. The reason why we all show up in this room every day, it's because of students like Kaylee and Sarah, and so we need to give those two a big round. They were on the search committee. And they just did an absolutely phenomenal job representing the student voice, so well done to the both of you. The most important job we do on the State Board of Higher Education is we hire presidents. And it has been a remarkable opportunity and an incredible privilege to be part of this process, to be a small part of this process. We were blessed to have an amazing search committee. And this is a search committee that was given a very high charge, and it was go find a president in about 3 months, which is light speed in the world of higher education. And we had an amazing partner in academic search. Jay Lemons and his crew did a phenomenal job. We had outstanding representation from faculty, staff, students, administrators, industry partners, and the like, donors and alumni. They worked really hard. And I want to recognize also my co-chair in this process. He was the real chair who did all the hard work, and that was Jace Beeler, who did an amazing job co-chairing this search. But today is all about the future, and today is all about the next president of NDSU. We face, I think, an inflection point in higher education where it's our job as higher education advocates to tell the story and talk about why higher education matters, the ROI to students and their families and the taxpayers and the leaders of this state. And we had amazing candidates. We had 3 amazing finalists, but one individual stood out. And that was Dr. Marshall Stewart. And Dr. Stewart brings a remarkable background and a remarkable experience in telling that story, leveraging the land-grant mission. And that's what makes us so special here at NDSU, is the land-grant mission and the mission that we have to lift all boats and to serve all citizens of this state. So without further ado, it is my great privilege and my great honor to introduce to you the 16th president of North Dakota State, Dr. Marshall Stewart.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Wow. This is a big deal. I am excited to be here, and I just tell you, it's been an incredible journey for me. It's an incredible journey in terms of not only the process, but the whole journey. You know, when you go through a process like this, you can't help but go all the way back to where it really started. And so I'm going to take a moment to just talk about that and then walk you through that. I grew up in eastern North Carolina, agriculture, rural. If you want to see rural and agriculture, that's what it is. And that's where we're from. And I say we because I'm going to have Jan Stewart stand. Jan is my partner, my wife, my everything. And if you read my bio, you find out that faith and family are central to our lives. And it truly is. And it's been an incredible journey that started there in Sampson County, North Carolina, and moved our way from there. But the reason I moved from there was 3 great high school agriculture teachers that I have mentioned over and over again. One of them is still living. Mr. Weldon Fairclough is still living. Also, Mr. Adolph Warren and Mr. Charles West. And those gentlemen told me, you're going to go, in this case, to NCSU, okay? Not to be confused, but that's where it started. And I had the opportunity, I grew up really heavily involved in FFA and really had the opportunity to take off from there. Incredible journey that really started with North Carolina State. Left there, had the opportunity to leave there and go out and be an ag teacher. And I thought I was going to be an ag teacher the rest of my life. That was a dream. That was it. But little did I know there was a bigger plan, and that plan drew me not only to be a high school ag teacher, but leading me to D.C. to work for National FFA, and then later coming back to work at North Carolina State, and that's part of that journey. Because all along that journey, coming back to NC State and working there in ag education, then extension, and then having the opportunity to go from there to move on to the University of Missouri to be vice chancellor there of extension engagement, another part of the journey, people there informing my life and nurturing my life and allowing me to do big things. Then another step in that journey was going to Kansas State University, and my friend and the guy I still work for a few more weeks, Rich Linton, really important in my life and somebody that truly invested in me and gave me the opportunity to do bigger things. So all along that journey, though, it's always been about that external side and reaching out and trying to figure out how to make the land grant, whether it be those 3 great land grants or now this one, really work for the people. You know, this is the people's university. And so as I make my entry here, I want you to remember that. We are about the people, first and foremost, of this great state of North Dakota. That's what it's about. Now, we'll do global things. We'll change the world around us and around the world. We're going to do things all over the world. But there are so many compelling problems and challenges we have to fix here that if we fix them here, we'll be able to export those ideas around the world. So land grant means something to me. Land grant for a lot of people means rural. It means agriculture, those things I just talked about in my life. But it's more than that. You see, the narrative of the land grant, really, if you look at 1862 when Lincoln signed the Land Grant Act, what he did is he created something that he didn't have any idea he was doing, and that was social mobility and economic mobility. Because the sons and daughters of toil, primarily in rural America, for the first time had the chance to go to college. And many of us have lived that out, me being one of those. I've had the opportunity to go to college. I had the opportunity, like many of us, we were not affluent, well-connected. We were not at the top of that strata of those people who would have gone to college before Lincoln signed it. But after that, 1862, another act in 1890, which gave the same opportunity to a number of HBCUs in the South. Then 1994, with the Native American institutions having that same opportunity. It's been about opportunity. It's been about giving people a chance to go to the university. In the mixture of all that, another thing happened in the land grant, and that was the institution realized in the late 1880s that we're going to take it to the people. So you don't have to come here to get it. We're actually going to take it to you. And out of that came agricultural experiment stations, research centers. And out of that came this idea in 1914 of extension, and it swept the country. And because of that, we are able to touch 53 counties in this state, and we're going to touch every single body in this state, whether they ever go to a Bison game or not. We're going to touch their lives because that's our charge and that's our mission. So when you think about this institution, I want you to think about it as the people's institution. This is the people's place. And whether they ever thank us or recognize it or even understand it's us, it's going to be us because we're with the people. And that's the job. So when I think about the opportunities we have here to grow enrollment, to have a world-class student experience, and do even more than we're doing today to ensure that every student gets heavily involved, that every student has an internship, that every student gets an international experience. When we figure that out, and we're going to do that collectively because I'm not some smart guy that figures it out. We're going to do that together. We're going to figure it out, that we have an exceptional student experience. We're going to be set apart, and we'll be par excellence in that space. We're also going to make sure that this R1 status that our faculty think about a lot, we're going to take it to the next level. Because what we're going to do is move from being that 190 number in terms of research expenditures, and for you that don't know, that's a nice number, that's a good number, but we want to move that up to that 250, 300 range, and that's going to take a lot of work. It doesn't happen overnight, but we want to grow that. So as we're growing that student experience and we're growing that research, what's going to happen is more students are going to want to come here. because we're going to have these pillars of excellence that people are going to think about. We're going to be distinctive in sort of the landscape of higher education. See, higher education is kind of like a commodity, if you will, because so many of us look alike. And what we're going to do here is we're going to be distinctive, uniquely Bison. And when people come here, they're going to get a better student experience than get anywhere else. They're also going to get exceptional, if not par excellence, in terms of research and capabilities and tech transfer and commercialization of ideas. We're going to change in that way. And when you do that, more people want to be here. This becomes a destination where people can come and determine their destiny. And that's what I want you to think about when you think about North Dakota State University. I want you to think about those kind of things. I also want to take a moment here to thank some other people that have been in that journey, though. Certainly this search committee, which was mentioned earlier. Our two students, stand up again. Give these two guys a round of applause. You know, and I know there are other search committee members in here, and I'm not negating you, please understand. But it takes a lot for students to sit in that setting and to represent the student body so well, and you did a great job. You asked me tough questions. You asked me hard questions, and that's good. And I asked you hard questions too, so it's balanced out. But I want to thank them because centrally, that representation signals to you what really matters. If we don't get anything else right, we're going to get the student part right because that's what universities are about. Another thing I want you to think about is how we work together. You know, I know athletics is in the room. We got foundation in the room. We got people that work in our alumni, and we got different aspects of this institution. We've got extension across the state. Lots of different ways that people see us. But at the end of the day, we're going to be one NDSU. One. Because I want to see us one. Because when we're together, we're bigger. And when we're together, we're more powerful. And that's what we're going to be. And so we're going to aspire to that and lean into that in everything we do so that we become that one NDSU idea, that it permeates everything we do, that we're all in this together, and we're going to grow this place. Not only grow it in number, but grow it in quality, grow it in so that people around the country want to be here. You know, I told the Chamber of Commerce here, and I've told people that have toured us around, if I can get people to come here and see this place, are you kidding me? Who wouldn't want to be here? Because it is such a vibrant community. To the people that work here locally, people have asked me, what are you going to do in your first 100 days or first 90 days? A lot of that time is going to be relationship building and gathering information, to be honest with you, because I have to do that because I didn't grow up here. I don't know the place. So we're going to spend time in the community understanding where the opportunities are within the community. We're going to understand the state, understand the opportunities in the state. We're going to spend time with faculty and students and our alumni and all those people that are so deeply, deeply committed, our donors, to understand what's on their mind. Because it's not what I think that matters, it's what we collectively can build together. Because it's not about me, it's about we. And so with that, I want to say, again, I want to thank you. I know I've got people that are watching online from Manhattan, Kansas, from Columbia, Missouri, because they've been texting me today, from Raleigh, North Carolina as well. And I want to thank all of them because this has been a journey that many of them have been on with me. And I want to say that to all of you, that you're now a part of our journey, and I want to be a part of your journey. And together, we're going to take this place to places you could never dream of, and I can't either, because that's what great leadership does. But it's not about this leader. It's about what we do collectively as leaders. So thank you. I look forward to the journey and look forward to the rest of this program. And who gets a band every day? Is that not cool? This is a cool factor for me. So thank you for having me today. I look forward to it as your next president. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Stewart, for those remarks. As we continue today's program, we'll now hear from Commissioner Brent Sanford, who will offer a perspective from the North Dakota University system. Please join me in welcoming Commissioner Sanford.
This is a great day for NDSU. I tell you what, couldn't be more excited. I told Marshall backstage, okay, you ready with unscripted remarks now at a press conference and then with the entire campus community watching? He said, I'm ready to go. Let's go. I love that about him. He's already saying, let's go. But thank you, Sarah. Congratulations, Marshall, Stewart, and Jan. Welcome to North Dakota. North Dakota State University plays a vital role not only within the North Dakota University system, but across the state itself. As a land-grant research university, NDSU helps educate future leaders, drive innovation, and deliver solutions that matter to North Dakotans. The board's decision today reflects both confidence in NDSU's strong foundation and optimism about its future. President Stewart brings experience, perspective, and a clear understanding of the responsibilities that come with leading a public research university in service to this state. On behalf of the North Dakota University system, welcome to NDSU. We look forward to working together in service to students, communities, and the state. Before we conclude today's program, I would also like to take a moment to recognize Interim President Rick Berg. His leadership during this period of transition has provided continuity for the university, a steady hand, and we're grateful for his service and commitment to NDSU. At this time, pleased to invite Interim President Rick Berg to the stage to offer closing remarks.
Please stay seated. Thank you. I tell you what, it was a tremendous honor to be asked to be interim president. And it's been so fun for me to see the athletics, see the leadership throughout our university, the staff, the faculty, and the students. Every single day, I've seen things that amaze me and make me proud of NDSU and where we're going. As a, again, not an academic, but this outside guy that came in here, first of all, I want to thank everyone that put your trust in me to do that. But what I saw is two things that can really make NDSU great. And the two things that I see that will make NDSU great, Dr. Marshall Stewart, President Stewart, exemplifies. He's going to reach out to people throughout the state, share what we have at NDSU to help them grow, whether it's a business, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in healthcare. And I also think, if you heard what he said, he wants to make NDSU more accessible and more available to students. Our enrollment's going to grow. Looking at the Mountain West and what you've seen throughout the country when schools go up, it increases their academics, it increases their research, it increases their enrollment. And I couldn't be more excited about that. But if you think about enrollment, if we don't increase, we're really shortchanging those students that don't have an opportunity to come here. And that's what I see about Dr. Stewart, President Stewart. This is the people's university. And it will be known as that going forward. And we'll touch every single person in the state of North Dakota, whether they're a Bison or not. But we do want to roll Bison. We want to get going. And you're going to be absolutely great leading us that. So as a wrap-up, I would like to end with the song that you will become very familiar with, The Yellow and the Green. So our choir is here. Absolutely, we'll all stand up. And if you gave me one clap, that'd be like a standing ovation.
Oh, a cheer for green and yellow, up with yellow and the green. They're the shades that deck our prairies, far and wide with glorious sheen. Fields of waving green in springtime, golden yellow in the fall.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you.